Feeling exhausted all the time? Hungry, even after eating, especially craving sweets? Struggling to lose weight no matter what you try? You might be dealing with insulin resistance, a common but overlooked issue that could lead to more serious conditions like diabetes, heart disease, or fatty liver. In today's video, I'll break down what insulin resistance is, how to spot it, and most importantly, how to prevent and reverse it. At the end, I'll also share the most effective methods to turn insulin resistance around, along with crucial tips you need to know. Let's dive right in. What is insulin resistance? Insulin resistance happens when your cells stop responding to insulin, the hormone that controls blood sugar levels. Your body then tries to compensate by making more insulin. Over time, this leads to higher blood sugar, which stresses your body and raises risks for diabetes, heart disease, and more. How does insulin work? When we eat, insulin is released to help move glucose sugar from our blood into cells to be used as energy. When cells become resistant to insulin, sugar builds up in the bloodstream instead of going into cells, leading to high blood sugar levels. Why does insulin resistance happen? Let's break down in simple terms. What's going on in our body? Number 1. Insulin signaling breakdown. Usually, insulin acts like a key that unlocks cells to let glucose sugar in for energy. With insulin resistance, this process gets messed up. Number 2. Fat cell issues. When we eat a lot of high-fat foods, it changes how our fat cells work. Number 3. Oxidative stress. Diets high in sugar or fat cause extra free radicals in our body, leading to something called oxidative stress, which damages the parts of our cells that insulin relies on. Number 4. Cortisol from stress. When we're stressed or on certain meds, our body produces more cortisol, a stress hormone. High cortisol means more sugar is dumped into the blood and insulin can't keep up. 5. Cell membrane changes. If we eat a lot of trans fats or too many saturated fats, our cell membranes can become stiffer, which messes with how insulin receptors work. Number 6. Genetics. Some people are just more likely to develop insulin resistance because of their genes, especially if diabetes runs in the family. If you like to learn more detail about insulin resistance, you can visit the video on the corner. Then when you know what happened with insulin in our body, then let's check out how your lifestyle choices can cause insulin resistance. Insulin resistance usually starts with a mix of factors, like diet, lifestyle, genetics, and even stress. Here's a quick look at some of the main causes. 1. Poor diet. High sugar, high-fat diets make cells less responsive to insulin. 2. Stress and cortisol. Long-term stress raises cortisol, which increases blood sugar and leads to insulin resistance. 3. Obesity. Excess fat, especially around the belly, releases inflammatory factors that make cells resistant to insulin. 4. Lack of physical activity. Less movement means lower energy usage, making it harder for cells to respond to insulin. Over time, these factors force your body to work harder to maintain normal blood sugar levels, gradually reducing insulin's effectiveness and leading to insulin resistance. The other important fact, if your family members' genetic factors or people you live with have diabetes, you should pay more attention to your blood sugar levels. Wondering if you might have it? Here are some common symptoms to watch out for. Common symptoms of insulin resistance. Constant fatigue, feeling tired despite getting enough sleep. Hunger and cravings, always hungry, especially for sweets or carbs. Weight gain, especially around the belly. High insulin promotes belly fat storage. Brain fog, struggling to concentrate or remember things. Dark patches of skin, often found around the neck or armpits. Frequent urination and thirst. High blood sugar causes the kidneys to work overtime. High blood pressure and cholesterol levels. Insulin resistance can lead to hypertension and affect your cholesterol. Here are some common self-assessment methods that can help you understand if you might be at risk. 1. Blood sugar testing. Fasting blood sugar. High levels while fasting may indicate insulin resistance. Oral glucose tolerance test OGT. Measures blood sugar before and after a glucose drink. If levels stay high after 2 hours, it's a possible sign of insulin resistance. 2. Lipid testing. High triglycerides and low HDL cholesterol are often linked to insulin resistance. 3. Physical exam and risk factors. Waist measurement. A large waist can signal insulin resistance. Blood pressure. High blood pressure is often connected to insulin resistance. If you or your healthcare provider notice multiple signs of insulin resistance, Further testing is wise. Identifying it early, along with making changes to diet, exercise, and weight management, can help prevent more serious health issues. Why insulin resistance is dangerous. Insulin resistance affects more than just blood sugar, it impacts several key organs. Muscles struggle to absorb glucose effectively, causing fatigue and raising the risk of diabetes. Fat cells release fatty acids that worsen insulin resistance and inflammation, which can lead to heart disease. In the brain, insulin resistance may disrupt appetite control and has been linked to Alzheimer's risk. It also raises blood pressure and the risk of heart disease, while straining the kidneys to filter excess blood sugar, increasing the chance of kidney damage. So, if insulin resistance continues unchecked, it can lead to some serious health issues. 1. Type 2 diabetes. As the pancreas gets overworked, it can't keep up with the body's demand for insulin, eventually leading to diabetes. 2. Heart disease. High insulin and blood sugar levels increase cholesterol and fatty acids in the blood, leading to heart disease. 3. Non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Insulin resistance causes fat to build up in the liver, potentially leading to liver disease. 4. Brain health. Insulin resistance is linked to Alzheimer's and other cognitive issues. For a deeper dive, check out our other video or join our Facebook community. Although insulin resistance can lead to many health issues, but there is a chance insulin resistance can be reversible. Reversing insulin resistance. Good news. Insulin resistance can be reversed just with a few lifestyle changes. Let's look at the top strategies. 1. Healthy diet. Cut refined carbs. Switch to low GI foods like whole grains and veggies to reduce insulin spikes. Increase fiber. Fiber slows down blood sugar spikes. Load up on vegetables, fruits, and legumes. Healthy fats and protein. Foods like nuts, olive oil, and lean protein can help balance blood sugar. 2. Regular exercise. Aerobic exercise. Aim for 150 minutes a week with activities like brisk walking or cycling. Resistance training. Build muscle with weights or resistance bands to help your body use insulin more effectively. High-intensity interval training. Quick, intense bursts of exercise can significantly improve insulin sensitivity. 3. Weight loss. Losing just 5 to 10% of your body weight, especially around the belly, can make a big difference in insulin sensitivity. 4. Manage stress and sleep well. High stress raises cortisol, which affects insulin. Regular relaxation, along with 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night, helps manage cortisol and insulin. 5. Supplement with key nutrients. Magnesium and chromium both help regulate blood sugar. Get these from leafy greens, nuts, and whole grains. Omega-3 aka fish oil, anti-inflammatory and supportive of metabolic health. Try intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting, such as the 16/8 method, limits eating to an 8-hour window. During fasting, your body reduces insulin secretion, giving cells time to reset their insulin sensitivity. Fasting also promotes fat burning and a cellular cleanup process called autophagy, which clears out damaged cells and enhances insulin response. Intermittent fasting, or IF, has become super popular for reversing insulin resistance, and there's a ton of research backing it up. The main idea is that when you're fasting, your insulin levels drop, which helps your cells become more sensitive to insulin again. Unlike other diets that focus on what you eat, intermittent fasting is all about when you eat, making it a simple and sustainable way to tackle insulin resistance. If you want to try fasting, watch the video, The Easy Step to Start Fasting. Make sure you do fasting correctly. And also, here's how to do it right. How to start. If you're new to fasting, try the 16/8 method. Start fasting after dinner, fast during your sleep, and skip breakfast until fast for 16 hours, and eat within an 8-hour window. Not only is it beginner-friendly, but it also gives your body enough time to activate fat burning and improve insulin sensitivity without feeling overly deprived. Quick tips. 1. Break your fast with a nutrient-rich, balanced meal. Think bone broth, chicken broth, vegetable soup. 2. Avoid sugary foods for your first meal to keep blood sugar steady. 3. Struggling with hunger? Drink water or herbal tea, and consider bulletproof coffee to keep energy up. The most effective method is to drink bulletproof coffee appropriately during fasting. It can effectively resist hunger, replenish energy, and accelerate ketone body production, effectively alleviating discomfort caused by low blood sugar. And MCT oil has evolved into a powder form. You can find my favorite keto creamer in the description. Pro tips for success: stay hydrated, supplement electrolyte, monitor how your body feels, and adjust your fasting window as needed. Remember, consistency is key. Reversing insulin resistance is absolutely possible with the right changes. It's about creating a healthier lifestyle, one that improves not just your blood sugar but your overall well-being. You're not only lowering your risk of diabetes and heart disease but also helping yourself feel better daily. If this video helped you, don't forget to like and subscribe for more health tips. Thanks for watching, and here's to your health.